So I live in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, one of the most expensive cities to live in. And I'm going to break down exactly how much you need to survive and thrive because I've seen and done it all. I've had a 9 to 5, I worked minimum wage, I've had my businesses, I've failed, I've succeeded, I had a corporate job and a business at the same time just to make ends meet. I'm born and raised here. I'm not someone that just implanted here, no mommy and daddy money, so I'm gonna give you the real, cold, hard numbers. So you need to figure out what amount do I need to survive and thrive. So let's get with the actual income portion. I've worked anywhere from minimum wage jobs, which averages around $30,000 a year, all the way to 6 figures plus. Let's say you are earning around the average income in Canada, which is roughly around $50,000. Also be in mind the extreme lows and highs, which is why you want to look at more of a median, but $50K is what you're looking at. Within British Columbia, you're looking at $60,000 for an average income earner. So you're looking at around $5,000 a month. So that is what you want to keep in mind of how much money you're willing to play with to have a livable earning wage. So if you want to be the very few that own a home, you're looking at houses anywhere from $1.5 million. We're talking about 6-7 bedroom to raise an actual family in, up to $2+ million. If you're just looking to rent, you're looking at anywhere from as low as you can go when it comes to, let's say, $1,600 a month, and you want to live with roommates, you only pay, let's say, $900, $800 a month plus utilities. When you want to do a basement suite to get even more cheaper, you're looking anywhere from $1,300, $1,400 a month plus utilities and Wi-Fi and electricity and all that good stuff. Even to the high end, if you want to live in the downtown core, living in a condo, one bedroom and a guest room, plus a den, you're looking anywhere from $25,000 to $3,000 to $3,500 a month. Where does that $5,000 salary go? So the next is transportation. How do you actually move around the city? What you want to do is, let's say you buy a car. Average car, $30,000 to $50,000. You either pay that in full or you do a 2 to 3 year, let's say, payment plan for that on top of insurance every month. Insurance can range from $1,500 to $2,000 a year. You're looking at anywhere from $175 a month. Or you can buy something like a bus pass, which has all types of zones. You can travel. We have one of the best transportation systems in the country. So you're looking at $100 to get out and about to $200 depending on the zone. And that would cover your transportation needs. So when it comes to food, most people cook at home and you go out, let's say once, twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, depending if you are a single bachelor, bachelorette, or you are living with a partner or roommates. The average grocery run would cost you anywhere now with the cost of inflation. You're looking at $150 per run to anywhere from $200 to $300. If you want to play it, let's say, somewhat frugal and safe, you're averaging around $150 to $200 a week. Not including the times that you go out to eat, you're looking at spending minimum of $30 plus tip, $40 to $50 every time you go out with you and your spouse, you and your partner, you and your friend. Together, you're probably looking at $100+ every time you go out, minimum. And then I would put aside, let's say, $200 to $300 to have leisure activities, whether that is a gym pass you can get, whether with the local clubs. I go to Club 16, you got Fitness World, you got Gold Gym, anywhere. These gyms can range from, let's say, $40, $50, all the way to $70 to $80 a month. And then you have other things for like leisure activities, movies, and all that stuff. So if you add all of that up with your monthly expenses on, let's say, the average 60K salary, how much that actually gives you to save for a future house. So according to Statistics Canada, the average home in Canada costs $754,000. This is in Canada in its whole. We're talking the averages. The minimum income that you need to have to purchase a mortgage and be able to successfully pay off this house, you need to make $184,000 a year. The top 10% earners within Canada don't even qualify for a mortgage to purchase this home. And you're wondering, why am I talking about this? Well, if you grew up, for me, there was no sort of privilege. There was no mommy, daddy gifted me money. I had to work for everything. But because of that, it made me fall into these money traps. I got comfortable. And instead of me being so happy and doing things that make me passionate, it goes down to chasing your passions don't really get the bread, doesn't get your mouth fed. You know, that rhymed. And it's very easy, if you live in Vancouver, to fall into this rat race where you're constantly just worrying about money, constantly worrying about how to make ends meet. And if you watch this far, you're like, Peter, so what are you going to do about it? Just wait and see. Just wait and see. But this was my overall, from my own experience, from anecdotes, talking to coworkers and colleagues and friends about what it actually costs to live in Vancouver. You're looking at to have a successful and thriving life in this city, in this country, you would need to make at least several six figures, $200,000 within a household, then you'll be living pretty good with a little bit of savings. But let's go back to those average income stats where you're looking at your average person's salary, 60 to 70 to 80K. You might be renting for quite some time, or you might be locked into a mortgage for the next 30 years.